Hello everybody and welcome back for more Let's Play Pokemon Crystal. In the last episode we defeated Blaine and got the Volcano badge, and in this episode there's only one last Kanto badge to go for, and it's going to be in Viridian City, as we already know, because that's always where the last gym is, so yeah, of course we're going to know. So there's no guess in that one. The rest of the text is illegible. Yeah, they should already know who the gym leader is right about now, but then they just don't even bother to change the sign, even though, well, I mean, they had to change the leaders anyway, so... Anyway, we're back to the gym full of Legos. It's the Lego gym. So, yeah, gym leader is the guy battled champion 3 years ago. He's no pushover. Give it everything you got. Alright, so, after all those badges, they'll say our final challenge awaits. It's going to be against AssFace. That's right. Yo, finally got here, huh? I wasn't in the mood at Cinnabar, but now I'm ready to battle you. You're telling me you conquered all the gyms in Johto? Heh, Johto's gyms must be pretty pathetic then. Hey, don't worry about it. I'll know if you were good or not by battling you right now. Ready, Johto champ? Alright, so, here we are, guys. The final gym leader in Kanto. And so, now that Giovanni is no longer around, they had to fill in. So, of course, now we have to face, well, AssFace. Anyway, so, he's going to start off with Pidgeot, and let me just say this right here. The battle against Blue in this gen, it's without doubt the toughest, and I mean the toughest gym leader. Well, I mean not really the hardest one because, well, there's actually one more trainer for that, but well, which of course will be the final challenge. But it is without doubt the hardest gym battle in this game, in Kanto. Well, at least overall, like even in Johto, because Blue here actually doesn't specialize in any type whatsoever. Because back when Giovanni was running the gym, it was actually a ground type gym. But not anymore though, because nowadays, well, in this gen, Blue actually specializes in no type whatsoever. He'll use any kind of type of Pokemon there is. So he basically just goes by his main team that he used previously, except he doesn't even use any of the fully evolved forms of the Kanto starters. But basically any of those Pokemon that he would potentially use in Gen 1. So that's when they came to mind. So therefore, there's no there's no type specialist gym whatsoever. It just goes for any type. So. To start with Pidgeot, it has moves Quick Attack, Whirlwind, which is just used when I was trying to have a Nightshade. Also knows Wing Attack and Mirror Move. Mirror Move, of course, a flying type attack. It actually copies off the move that that your Pokemon last used, and so it'll just use that against you. So that's one to be careful for. But Whirlwind it could also use as well, so it's very much annoying like that. And next time he's going to be using Rhydon. Has moves Fury Attack, Sandstorm, Rock Slide, and Earthquake. And so, yeah, one thing about of course, AssFace. Yes, I'm going to keep on calling him AssFace because, well, we just give him consistency because that's why I named him my Gen 1 Let's Play. But yeah, for his Pokemon, they're very much on the competitive side, I would say. Like looking about on these movesets he has, I'd say yeah, they're kind of on the competitive side. So so yeah, because that's why this is without the hardest gym leader to face in this game. Because of because of the high levels, your Pokemon could be very well underleveled because of the levels of his team. And so and because of the movesets that he has that you could use strategically, you're kind of a hard time. You'll be having a hard time here. So I actually just went with my the current state of my Pokemon, because I'm that much of a masochist. But yeah, Rhydon could potentially be using Sandstorm that will definitely, make itself immune to just the hits, but, all the other Pokemon will just take damage for, after every turn. So, watch out for that one. And then, next up is Arcanine. I would say that pretty much all the Pokemon, he doesn't really have a strongest Pokemon per se, because Arcanine has the same levels as some of the others, but it could very well be his ace Pokemon for all I know, but, Arcanine has moves Roar, Swift, Flamethrower, and Extreme Speed. So, and yeah, it'll definitely just try to use Roar right there, and I guess that just automatically brought Aerosmith out. But yeah, it's gonna be a bit of a long one because like I said, this gym battle is tough, and also AssFace here has two full restores that he could potentially use. So so keep in mind for that one. But yeah, Arcanine will try to use some moves, especially if you're using some Pokemon that's that Arcanine has a type advantage over. If I had Aerosmith out, then it would keep on using Flamethrower. But thankfully though, since I have Daruk out, then none of the moves that Arcanine has actually has any of the moves, or all of those are just not very effective. I also gotta say, in Heart Gold and Soul Silver, I think he has, I think his moveset is actually a lot more diverse. So, like, to make this even tougher, and also with the abilities. But also with the gym itself, since this gym also has no trainers whatsoever, he goes straight over to AssFace. They actually changed that in Heart Gold and Soul Silver, where, like, they actually brought back the old puzzle that was in Gen 1 with all the spinning tiles, kind of as a callback to that. But they also added more trainers to that as well, so if you want to run into Pokemon. And then next up is Exeggutor. It has Sunny Day, Leech Seed, Egg Bomb, and Solar Beam. It will try to use Sunny Day first, and then it'll go straight up to Solar Beam, because, well, I don't know if Exeggutor ever used Sunny Day first. I didn't even see that because I was looking at the movesets, but I could very strategically try to use Sunny Day first, and then use Solar Beam, because when when there's sunlight for the weather, then it can be able to use Solar Beam instantaneously. But oh, okay, yeah, I see it. It didn't use Sunny Day, so it has to charge up first before using it. Also, yeah, you saw right there that Aerosmith actually managed to survive Solar Beam just by 1 HP. I mean, granted though, Skarmory is a Steel and Flying type, so that means it's quad resistant against Grass type attacks. But still, though, that's actually amazing, though. And not to mention, since Skarmory isn't really that much on special defense, and considering that Solar Beam or all Grass type moves are in the special category, but Solar Beam still to this day is still a special move even after the physical special split in Gen 4. And then next up is Alakazam has Disable, Recover, Psychic, and Reflect. I think actually, yeah, I think I managed to get the advantage here, because I think Alakazam will try to use Reflect that will defend itself against physical attacks, because one thing to keep in mind about Alakazam is that its biggest drawback is that its physical defense is very much shit. Even though, Alakazam is such a great Pokemon, with a high special attack, and it can be very broken, but it's also very piss poor with the physical defense, so that's why it's best to have Reflect on Alakazam's moveset to counteract with that. And then last but not least is Gyarados. Gyarados has moves Twister, Hydro Pump, Rain Dance, and Hyper Beam. And yeah, see, right there, it just started with using Hyper Beam. But just be careful with what kind of Pokemon to use, because if you don't have the right ones, then it could potentially try to use Rain Dance first, and then that'll power Water type moves, and then it'll try to use it'll just use Hydro Pump. But it could also very much give you an ass whooping with Hyper Beam, so careful with that one. And it's also physical, and Gyarados is very well, I would say pretty much very well with the physical attacks and whatnot, and also good with special attack. Because like I said, Gyarados is a beast. So yeah, you want to be careful with that one. And so when he uses Hyper Beam, and considering that all normal type moves in this gen are physical, then yeah, you're gonna have a bit of a hard time here. Let's see. I think yeah, that's right. Because I actually did try using Lemos for this to try to use Spark, but Lemos couldn't really make the cut after taking a Hyper Beam to the face. So yeah, I actually had to give it a few pecks, and I think I forgot what else I do next, because I say that I kind of take a little you say that I kind of take a little while to get my well, actually, yeah, that's what I did. That's right. I use a Max Revive on Lemo, so that way there I can be able to actually try to finish off with the Spark. And hopefully that should be able to go down with one hit. I kind of wish that I'd be able to have some better electric type moves, but for like Thunderbolt. But alas, I still wasn't able to, because the TM selection in Gen 2 is lackluster, honestly. Ah, motherfucker! It adored the hit, but thankfully I actually got paralyzed. So yeah, so that's actually except he used a fucking full restore. God damn it. Yeah, that's such a major cock tease right there. Like that is just absolute bullshit. Because it just goes and survives Spark with just one hit left, gets paralyzed, and then just uses full restore. That's the biggest cock tease of all time, and just probably the biggest troll moment that could ever happen in Pokemon. You're like, oh, well, sorry, you fooled you right there. So, but with that, there's this little HP 11. With that, Gyarados is down, and so at last we have now defeated AssFace, and so we can finally get that last badge. What? How the heck did I lose to you? Alright, here, take this. It's Earth Badge. And also, yeah, the badge is actually still the same, even though it's no longer a ground-type special gem. It still keeps the name Earth Badge, so it's kind of an artifact badge. But with that, we have the Earth Badge. Alright, I was wrong. You're the real deal. You were a good trainer. But I'm going to beat you someday. Don't you forget it. Alright, folks. We did it. We finally did it. We have all 8 of the Kanto gym badges, and therefore, we have all the badges from Johto and all the badges from Kanto, all 16 badges. That's like kind of a real big milestone for that one. Like the only kind of the only game where you actually just get like more than 8 badges, get like a full 16 badges, because none of the other Pokemon games ever have something like that, unless if you count Scarlet and Violet, where they where like besides the gym challenge, then there's the other storylines that actually do give you badges. So I mean, you could probably count those for those badges, but I mean, I don't know. But the game overall will probably wouldn't count those badges anyway. But if that wasn't the case, then yeah, this would be the only game where you actually just get like more than 8 badges. And so now that we have all 8 of the Kanto badges, what we can do is that we're gonna fly back over to Palatown, and we can talk to Professor Oak, because he'll have something for us that will be unlocked to us that will only be achieved after we get those badges. So let's go and talk to him here. Wow, that's excellent! You collected the badges of gyms in Kanto. Well done. I was right in my assessment of you. Tell you what, Tyler, I'll make an arrangement so that you can go to Mount Silver. Mount Silver is a big mountain that is home to many wild Pokémon. It's too dangerous for your average trader, so it's off limits. But we can make an exception in your case, Tyler. Go up to Indigo Plateau. You can reach Mount Silver from there. Alright, so that's, we can be able to access Mount Silver, because previously we wouldn't be able to go to because of how strong the Pokemon are. But there is actually one final challenge for us, because that's what it was for Mount Silver. Like, after getting the Kanto badges, then we'll be able to have access to it. And so, Mount Silver is actually it's actually the final area in the entire game, and there's actually one certain trainer, one final challenge awaiting us. And so, when all that's said and done, we'll be able to, we'll be done with the game. But we're actually not going to do that yet, though, because, and I'm going to extend this video for a little while longer, because there's actually some things we want to do first before we get to